Shalom, Yaladim. It's nice to see you guys again. I hope you had a nice weekend. We're going to get ready for morning mifgash. So come on over, take a seat or stand up wherever you're most comfortable, and we're going to get started. Ready? Shalom, Yaladim. Shalom, Yaladim. Shalom. Shalom. We're so glad you're here. We're so glad you're here. Shalom. Shalom. Okay, who's awake today? Boker Tov, Yaladim. Oh, good. You guys are awake. I'm so excited because we have so much to talk about today. Okay, Yaladim. Before I get started, let's remember the rules of morning mifgash. Our eyes are watching Mrs. Steinler. Our ears are listening. Our mouths are shut unless I ask you a question. And remember, for morning mifgashes, when we do it on the video, you do not have to raise your hand. Just shout out your answer and I'll listen, okay? Okay, we're going to get started. First, we have to start with our counting sticks. So today, I have 15 game pieces. We're going to get started. So get out whatever you have to count with, and we're going to get started. Okay. And we're going to start counting. So are you ready to count with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yaladim, how many friends are watching the video with us today for morning mifgash? That's right, 15 friends are here today. Good job, Yaladim. So we are all set with our counting sticks. I'm going to put those away. Okay, Yaladim, you guys have been so busy this week. You've been helping out your mommies and daddies and grandmas and grandpas and sisters and brothers so much because your mommies and daddies have sent me so many mitzvot that you have done. You've been so busy doing mitzvahs. So I'm going to read them all to you, okay? We had Natalie, who helped her skinny brother Richard. Ellie, who put her shoes away in her room, and she put her sister's shoes away in her sister's room. Itzy, who helped pick up things that other people dropped. Itzy also helped his grandma get something from a very low place. Ellie cleaned her sister's room for her. Charlie R. made a challah for a friend who just moved into a new house. And guess what? Leo burped his baby brother Max when no one else was able to get a burp out. And Ellie made a bird feeder for her sister. Yaladim, that are so many mitzvot that you've done. We are going to count them out, okay? Let's get ready. We're going to count them and see how many mitzvahs we've done together. Ready? 1, 2, are you counting with me? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yaladim, you've done 8 mitzvahs since I last saw you. I am so proud of all of you. Remember to keep sending me the mitzvahs that you do because I am going to hang these today on our mitzvah tree so I can show you how many mitzvahs our tree is growing. You guys have done such a wonderful job. I'm so proud of you. Okay, Yaladim. It's exciting time. A new Jewish holiday is coming. Does anybody know what the next Jewish holiday is that we'll be celebrating? Shout it out to me. I heard a couple of you say Purim, and you're right, we just celebrated Purim. We're not celebrating Purim. It's not Hanukkah. It's not Shabbat. It's Passover, or some people call it Pesach. So we're going to clap it out together. We're going to clap out Passover. Ready? Get out your clapping hands. And we're going to say Passover. Let's try that again, Yeladim. Passover. And also you might hear some people say Pesach. Okay, so we're going to say that. Pesach. Can you do it again? Pesach. Good job, Yeladim. So it's coming, a new holiday's coming. I can't wait to celebrate Passover with you. I'm really excited to celebrate Passover with you and for you to celebrate Passover with your families. But I'm wondering, what is Passover? Does anybody know anything about Passover? Can you shout it out to me? Shout out what you know about Passover. Oh my gosh, I heard a lot of different ideas. I heard matzah. I heard that we don't eat bread. And I heard about frogs. Maybe a couple of you said something about Pharaoh or Moses. There's so much to learn about Passover, and I'm so excited to get started learning with you guys. So we are going to start our Passover story today. Now the Passover story is a little bit long, so I'm going to read you half the story today and half the story tomorrow, okay? So we're going to get started. A long, long time ago, in the land of Egypt, the Jewish people were very unhappy. There was a king, and his name was King Pharaoh. Can you guys say King Pharaoh? Let's clap it out. King Pharaoh. Good job, Yeladim. And guess what? He did not let the Jewish people do the kind of work that he wanted them to do. And he made them work all the time, whether they were sick or tired. He made them work all the time doing the things that he wanted them to do. He wanted them to build things for him and do lots of work that they didn't want to do, but they didn't have a choice. Yeladim, how do you think that made the Jewish people feel, that they didn't have a choice and they had to work even when they were sick and tired? Tell me, how do you think they felt? That's right. They felt sad. Can you show me a sad face? And some of you said mad or angry or frustrated. Can you show me a mad, angry, or frustrated face? Yes, they were sad and they were frustrated and they were so upset that they had to work all the time and they couldn't do the work that they wanted to do. So we're going to learn a song about the Jewish people who worked all the time. For this, you're going to have to pretend you have a hammer and you're going to have to pretend you have a shovel, okay? Get ready. We're going to sing a new song. Ready? It goes, bang, 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 hold your hammer low. Bang, 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 give a heavy blow. For it's work, 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 every day and every night. For it's work, 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 when it's dark and when it's light. Now get out your shovels. Ready? Dig, 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 dig your shovels deep. Dig, dig, dig. There's no time to sleep. For it's work, 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 every day and every night. For it's work, 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 when it's dark and when it's light. That's a lot of work. Jewish people were so tired and they were so upset. They didn't want to live that way. They wanted to live the way that they wanted to live, and they wanted to choose the work that they wanted to do. They didn't want to do the work that King Pharaoh did. But there was a very wise, wonderful man. Does anybody know what that man's name was? Tell me. His name was Moses. And Moses said, "This is not right. The Jewish people should leave Egypt and go to their own country and be free so we don't have to listen to Pharaoh anymore, and the Jewish people can choose to do what they want to do." So Moses went to King Pharaoh and he said, "Oh, listen, oh, listen, oh, listen, King Pharaoh. Oh, listen, please let my people go. They want to go away. They work so hard each day. King Pharaoh, what do you say?" Yaladim, what do you think King Pharaoh said to Moses? Would he let the Jewish people go? Tell me, do you think he let them go? Did you think he was going to let them go? That's right, he said no. He said, "No, no, no, I will not let them go. No, 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 I will not let them go." But the Jewish people stood up and they said, "We are going to go, even though you say no. We are going to go, even though you say no. No matter what you say, we'll live in our Jewish way. We are going to go, even though you say no. We must be free to go to our own country. We must be free to go to our own country. We are going to go, even though you say no. We are going to go, even though you say no." And then Moses told King Pharaoh, "If you do not let us go, then you will be punished." How do you think they were going to punish King Pharaoh for not letting him go? What do you think happened? Does anybody know what happened to King Pharaoh? Can you tell me? What happened? You guys have a lot of good ideas. You're right. There are a lot of things that could have happened to Pharaoh. But let me tell you something that happened. He had frogs everywhere when he woke up. There were frogs everywhere. Now, some people like frogs, and you might even have a pet frog at home, and maybe you like to go to the zoo or to a pond and see a frog. You might like to catch it and hold it or touch it. And one frog is kind of cute, even two frogs. But if I woke up in bed and I had frogs all over my head and all over my body and in my sheets and my blanket and all over the floor and all over the kitchen and all over my food and in my refrigerator, and I couldn't go anywhere without touching a frog, how would that feel? Would you like that? No, it's not fun. It's not just one frog. It's lots of frogs everywhere, and you can't get away. So he was punished with frogs everywhere. It was pretty gross and yucky. So we're going to learn a song about that. It says, "One morning when Pharaoh awoke in his bed, there were frogs in his bed and frogs on his head. Frogs on his nose and frogs on his toes. Frogs here, frogs there, frogs are jumping everywhere." Oh my goodness, Yaladim, can you believe all those frogs? Again, I like one or two frogs, but I would not want all those frogs around me. So Yaladim, that's what we're going to leave off for today, and we're going to find out tomorrow what happened after King Pharaoh woke in his bed with all these frogs everywhere. I'm so excited to see what happens, and I want you to think, what do you think happened next? I wonder. Let me know. Shalom, Yaladim. I will see you tomorrow.